Hey, it's Shadei. Welcome to this channel. In today's video, I will be talking about the benefits of going to a community college before you go to a four-year university. I graduated from a community college a few years ago, and I'm currently in my last year at a four-year university now. So I can look back now and look at the benefits of going to a community college, which I actually did not realize at the time. But now I can look back and see that you know, that was actually a good move on my part, and I don't regret it at all. So that is basically what this video is going to be about. Before we get started, please make sure you click that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and comment below if you are thinking about going to community college, or if you've been to one before, or you're currently in one and you're thinking about transferring to a four-year university. And let me know if you guys have any questions about any transfer student advice questions, because I do want to do like a transfer Q&A video based on the questions that you guys give me. So I'm going to start off this video with saying I know that community college is not for everyone. If it's not for you, that's all good. But if this is something that you're considering about doing, or you're currently doing, then please keep watching. So I graduated from community college in 2013 with an associate's degree in business administration, and then after that, then I transferred to the school that I'm currently in. And I also transferred to another school one more time about a year and a half ago, which was Harvard University, which I have a video on that. And then I transferred again after going to Howard for a semester because I couldn't afford it. I transferred to the school that I'm at now, and this is my last semester. So I transferred a lot, and I have like several videos on my transfer experience. So if you guys have not watched those, then please go and watch those. It took me about 3 years to complete the associate's degree program that I was in. It took me that long because I was going to school part-time and I was going to school at night, which brings me to one of my first points. If you are someone who is working full-time, or if you have a job that you know, has like hours during the day, then going to community college can be a possibly good option for you. When I was going to community college, I worked during the day 9 to 5 every single day, Monday to Friday, and nighttime was the only time that I had available to go to school. And for the most part, they had any class that I wanted to take, they had it available for me at night. And so I was taking about 2 to 3 classes a semester, and of course that's not full-time, so it's going to take you, you know, a little bit longer to graduate. I didn't have any other choice in my schedule for school, but community colleges, I think they cater to more people who have different type of lifestyles and adult college students. When I was in community college, I was already, I would say, over 21 at that point. So, you know, I was already not the typical student. I was a little bit older, and I was going to school at night, and I went to school maybe about like 3 days a week or something like that, 3 to 4 days a week. And I was at school from like 6 o'clock at night to like 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, so that was my life for about like 3 years, which you know, was annoying, but I mean, you do what you gotta do. If you are someone who works full-time, or if you have kids, or you have any other obligations that are during the day, then community college can be a great option for you. The next point that I want to stress is that community college is so much cheaper than any other school. I mean, it just is. I mean, you guys can go look up tuitions at community college and see for yourself. When I went to community college, I think full-time for the semester was around like $1,400. Comparing that to now, full-time is about like $7,000 a semester at my school now. So I mean, that is like a major difference. So it's a great option to save money when it comes to going to school, and it's something I highly suggest. I mean, there is no cheaper way, and you have to do the same classes, you know, which gets into the next point. Next point is that for the most part, you have to take general classes at any college that you go to. The general classes are typically the same. I mean, if you don't change your major, the general classes that you have to do are typically going to be the same. And even if it does slightly change, you still have to do general classes regardless. You can go to a community college and do those exact same classes for a much cheaper price and a much smaller setting. For me, it worked out to be a great thing. When I transferred into my four-year university, I already had 90% of my general courses already done, so I didn't have to do any of those things over. And I did get my associates when I transferred in, which made it a little bit easier, which I also suggest doing if you are thinking of transferring, just because it makes it a lot easier when it comes to like transferring credits and things like that. The same classes when it comes to like bio or economics or whatever other English and things like that and math, you have to do those classes at any college you go to. You still get the same credit, you still get the same grade on your transcript. You're probably going to be in a smaller class, and you might actually do a little bit better. So luckily for me, I didn't have to do any major math classes or basic English classes or like history or anything like that when I transferred over to my four-year university. And so that's something that I would highly suggest, and I think that's a huge benefit. I mean, you know, transferring in, I didn't have to worry about doing those at such a bigger school because I already got those out the way at the community college, and they transferred, got the same grades, same credits, and everything. Now, if you're transferring from a state university to a different state university or private school or something like that, credits wise, it may be a little bit more difficult and it may not transfer the same, and you may have issues with that. So I do suggest looking into the school that you want to transfer to just to make sure that they will accept the credits, because that is a huge issue when it comes to being a transfer student and getting the credits you want and the credits for classes that you're already taken, and nobody wants to take classes twice. We don't have time for that or money for that. The next point that I'm going to talk on is something that I did, and I look at this kind of like a secret that I'm telling you guys right now, because I don't think that a lot of people do this, or a lot of people think about realistically doing this. But going to community college and then transferring to a four-year state school or university is a great way to get into your dream school. And that's exactly what I did when I transferred to Howard University. Got my associate's degree first, then I transferred to Rutgers University, which is the school I go to now. Then I transferred to Howard University the next semester afterwards. Now, I did not have to do the step in between by transferring to Rutgers University, but in that time I wasn't fully ready to transfer to Howard yet, or wasn't sure if that's something that I wanted to do. But I knew that Rutgers, it was still, you know, at home. So I mean, I know that that was always a safe option. So that's what I did, and I got accepted to Howard University because I already had an associate's degree, and I had a semester at Rutgers, and I had pretty good grades. Transferring is a great way to get into your dream school if you don't get into it straight out of high school. I mean, everybody knows in high school, you know, things may happen. You may not get the grades that you want, the SAT scores that you want. But if you transfer with an associate's degree, transfer with, I would say like at least a year of classes, or at least like maybe like 30 to 40 credits like under your belt in like general ed classes, and then trying to get into your dream school, I would say there's an 85% chance that you're probably going to get into it. So if you're someone who's like in high school and you're like maybe in like your last year and you're not like exactly proud of like the grades that you have, or your SAT scores, then I would say go to community college for a little bit, then transfer to your dream school. You don't have to give up on your dream school. You may just have to put it off a little bit. And then that way you can get into your dream school and you know, just continue your college education there. You know, at Howard, a lot of people that went there were transfer students. There were lots of people that finished their associate's degree, then transferred, and there were some people that just like finished like a few credits and then transferred. But Howard has a huge problem when it comes to like getting the credits you need for transfer students. So yeah, like I said, research the school you're trying to go to. I will say that over and over again, because you do not want to be like me, then get to your dream school, then find out that they will not take your classes. It is like a huge blow to you when you get to your dream school and you realize that you have to put like an additional year and a half, 2 years to the time that you thought you had left, because they're not going to take any of those classes. Okay, so these are just some of the benefits that I could think of at the moment when it comes to going to community college. Of course, there are negatives, so you guys can come up with tons of negatives, I'm sure, because I have negatives too, because going to community college, it was not perfect. And of course, there are downsides to transferring schools also. I mean, I can do a video on that, but you know, I thought this was a video that could be useful to some people. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed doing these different transfer related videos. I think that these videos can be helpful. Well, I hope that they're helpful at least. I'm trying to finish this video before the sun goes down, because I'm in front of a huge window right now, and the sun is going down. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and leave in the comments below any transfer student related videos so that I can work on a Q&A video for you guys that I will answer all those questions in one video. So follow me on Snapchat and send me some questions there, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.